Hello and all, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. For today's guest is this incredible actress known by the name of Hailey Hayes. She's been in this incredible Powerpuff Girls fan film, and she played the role of Bubbles in this incredible Powerpuff Girls fan film. So I'm about to add Hailey into the live now to have a chat with Hailey. Let's add Hailey in and have a chat with Hailey.
Hi.
Hi, Hailey. How's it going?
It's going well. How's it going for you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. I just want to say, first up, thank you so much for taking the time to join my show. It's such a pleasure having you on, Hailey. To people that don't know who you are, if you can give like a bit of backstory about who you are and what you do, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Yeah, sure. So, hi, my name's Hailey Hayes. I'm an actress, voice actress. I think I'm most known for voicing Life is Strange Before the Storm. I've done Powerpuff Girls, and I've done a few other like YouTube projects, a feature, yeah, things like that.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the very first question. So as you mentioned that you were in a Powerpuff Girls fan film, and you actually played the incredible role of Bubbles in the incredible Powerpuff Girls fan film. What was like the whole experience like for you getting to play this like really iconic role of Bubbles?
It was super awesome because like I was like a huge fan of Powerpuff Girls growing up, so like getting to play Bubbles was really cool. And then also like I spent a lot of time like practicing her voice. Like I need to make sure that it's like as iconic as it is, and it's like Tara Strong's voice, so it's like gotta do that justice. Yeah, it was a really good experience. It was like one of my first things that I did that like blew up, and like I think it has like over 1 million views right now or like something like that. So that was just like from start to finish was really cool.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So what was like your whole favorite memorable moment or scene to shoot for the Powerpuff Girls fan film, and why?
I think one of the most memorable ones to shoot was the alleyway scene where I'm with like the I'm forgetting like his name, but like the monster guy. That was like super cool. Because like we were just like in this alley. It was just like a cool like scene, and then also just like getting to shoot it was very like fun acting wise too.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So what was it like getting to work with the other actresses alongside you who played the other Powerpuff Girls?
Oh, they were so great. I don't talk to Lindsay like too much anymore, but like she was very nice. And then Lizette and I are actually like from that film we became like really close friends. So we're actually like still friends to this day. So it's like we were all playing sisters, and then like I almost feel like Lizette is like a sister to me like in real life now, which is like super cool. Yeah.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So what are your thoughts about like the new Powerpuff Girls for like the CW version? And if you could give any advice to those girls that are playing the new Powerpuff Girls, what advice would you give and why?
Yeah, I actually really like the casting for the Powerpuff Girls. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's Dove Cameron, right, as like Bubbles. Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's like just seeing her, I was like, oh, that's such a perfect casting. I'm really curious to see if she's gonna do the voice for Bubbles, or if she's gonna like have like how they're gonna do it, because I think that they are supposed to be older in the reboot, if I'm correct. So yeah, any advice that I would have for them, I guess like to find like a good mix of, you know, like doing them from like the animated show, but then also bringing in your own take on them, which I'm sure that they will do just fine.
Awesome. So on to the very next question. So you have also been in a thriller back in 2020 called Loss of Grace, and you actually played the role of Grace. What was like the whole experience like getting to be in a thriller like Loss of Grace?
That was like a really cool experience because that was my first feature that I've ever done, and it was my first time having like multiple shoot days. Or I guess we did it for like Powerpuff Girls too, but it was like maybe 1 or 2 days. But I was on set for this one for like 5 or 6 days about, and it was just really cool, like getting to know people and like we had like makeup artists and a lot, like more crew and stuff like that. So just having like the experience of being on a set with like a bigger crew for the first time was like really cool.
Awesome. So on to the very next question. So what was like your favorite memorable moment or scene to shoot for Loss of Grace, and why?
So it's funny because my favorite scene to shoot was like, it's only in the film for like a few seconds where I'm in it, or it's like very like cut up. But like the scene where he finds me, like at the end, it was just like really cool because again, it's like an emotional scene, and like Paul Logan is a very good actor, and so like every time he like walked into the room and like found me for the first time, like I like just felt like the like relief and tears, and like it was just like a very like a good moment where it felt very realistic. And then like on top of that, like the bruise makeup and stuff like that was like cool. Like the set design was like cool as far as being like a captive for like a year or something like that. Sorry, spoiler alert, I guess I'm found. But yeah, that scene was really cool.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So in 2016, you have also been in a short crime called Dilemma, and you actually played the role of Jane. What was that whole experience like for you getting to be in Dilemma?
That was really cool because it was again working with Blinky 123, so that was like nice to like be brought back for something. And that was like a very similar experience to Powerpuff Girls. But yeah, it was a good time.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So back in 2016, you have also been in a short action called Specialist, and you actually played the role of Amber. What was that whole experience like for you getting to be in the Specialist?
Yeah, so that short film got me into meeting like the person behind Blinky 123, and like that. Without that role, I wouldn't have gotten to be Bubbles. So it was like a cool thing where it was like the first time that oh, sorry, did it? Okay. Oh, okay.
You cut out a bit.
Yeah, I'll go back a little bit. Yeah, so from that small role, I was able to become Bubbles in Powerpuff Girls from it. So it was just like, it was a small role, but then like it got to be like something else later on. So it's like those things do actually happen. So
I'll take our next question. So who inspired you as a person like to get into acting in the first place?
So I actually started acting when I was like 6 years old, before I like even knew what I was doing really. But I guess like my friend Sarah, who I met when I was like in middle school, like she also wanted to be an actress, and like she's still doing stuff, like she does musical theater stuff in New York right now. But just having someone else that was in it with me was super helpful. And then my junior year of high school, I was like trying to figure out like, oh, do I want to have a backup plan, or do I want to like pursue acting head on? And I got to play Emily Webb in a production of Our Town. And my director for that was just like, he does acting too, and he was like directing us. But the way he like helped my own acting, and like how he like brought that out of me, and like how much faith he had in me as an actor, was just like really inspiring and super like, for lack of a better word again, just gonna use it again, helpful in getting me to like pursue on camera work.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So you have also, so what have you like learned about yourself as a person, like especially during COVID? Because it's been such a rough time for artists, especially during COVID.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I've learned a lot through COVID. Like I was actually looking through like the notes on my phone a while ago, and I was like, oh, this is like a different person, like from a year ago. But I think right now, like I was before COVID, I was very like I need to be doing stuff like constantly. Like I need to like constantly be working and like making sure things are happening. But I think this year like really taught me that like I can slow down, and I'm like of the opportunities I've already gotten, like I feel very lucky and fortunate for. And I feel like, you know, I'm doing well. I'm like good. I'm at like my own pace, and like things will happen when they happen. But I feel like I'm at a more like content place with like my career. And I'm just like, you know, obviously like still work as hard as you can. Like I'm still taking classes and stuff like that. But like, you know, I can like chill a little bit and be like, it's all going to be good.
So on to our very next question. So if you could be in like any TV or movie franchise, what would be and why?
Definitely like the MCU or like something superhero. Someone was very sweet, and they like made like a Young Justice fan cast and like put me in as Miss Martian, and like she's just happens to be my favorite character from those. So I was like, hey, casting directors, like if you're looking for a Miss Martian, that would be like super awesome. So
I actually think I know who actually did that fan casting. Yeah, I've actually been in talks with him. Super cosplay lover.
Yeah,
he's truly incredible, and he does like incredible fan casts and stuff. So shout out to Super Cosplay Lover. Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, amazing! I love what he does.
So on to my very next question. So like, what are like the whole positive and negative sides into the whole acting industry, and how do you get through those negatives as an actor?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of positive and negative. Like for me, well, start with the negative first, so that way it's like, oh, positive. There's like a lot of like hidden costs with being an actor, which is like something you wouldn't expect, but like headshots are like $500 for like ones that look great, or like there's a bunch of acting websites you have to like be a part of, and it's like it is you put out a lot of expense for like, especially at the beginning when like you need to like take non-paying roles for like not a lot of income back. But I feel like if you're an actor, like you should definitely be doing it because it like makes you feel good. And that's what I would say like the biggest positive is like when you get to be on a set, or even auditioning sometimes, or like doing a class sometimes, like, and you're just performing, like there's a feeling. I don't know if have you seen like the Soul movie from like Disney? Yeah, like that's like perfectly like encaptures it, where it's like you're just like in a moment, and it's just like nothing feels better than like doing like a good performance. And I feel like anyone that like wants to get into acting, like I'm not gonna lie, like I've struggled a lot too, but like it's hard, but if you're doing it because it's like what you love, then it'll be worth it. And also just like don't give up doing it, because you never know when opportunities will come your way.
So on to the very next question, and very last question too. So like, what's like next for you, like for the rest of 2021, like project wise, that you would like to announce on the show?
So I'm actually not allowed to talk about what I have coming up next. But I do have, I'm like, what should I say? But I think I'm just gonna like play it safe and not say much, but I do have some things that will be coming out. I can't talk about them yet, but I'm excited for them when they do. Yeah.
Well, can I just say thank you so much, Hailey, for making the time to join my show. It has been such a pleasure having you on. Do you have like any last final thoughts that you'd like to say to people on the show?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, because you're so, like, I love your energy and everything. It's so great. And then to everyone, like, I guess, like, we're getting near, like, end of COVID stuff, so that's exciting. So, like, I hope everyone is doing well. And, yeah, we're almost there. So, thank God.
Awesome.